Hello, my name is Oliver, and before I start this video, I need to ask you an honest question. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with that stabbing pain in your joints? The kind that seems to remind you every second that your body just isn't the same as it used to be? If you answered yes, I want you to know that you are not alone. And more importantly, what I am about to share with you in the next few minutes could completely transform your relationship with the pain that has been stealing your quality of life. I'm going to talk about something the pharmaceutical industry would prefer you never discover. A simple, natural, scientifically proven method that has helped thousands of people reduce their joint pain in just 21 days. And no, I'm not talking about another expensive drug with the side effects you already know all too well. Imagine being able to go back to doing the activities you love, playing with your grandkids without worrying if you'll be able to stand up afterward, tending your garden without your fingers protesting with every movement, climbing stairs without that constant thought, will I be able to do it? For Antonio, 67, this seemed impossible. He was a skilled carpenter who slowly watched his hands turn against him. It began with morning stiffness in his fingers, then wrist pain, and finally he got to the point where he couldn't even hold his own grandchild without sharp, piercing pain. Doctors prescribed him medications that, yes, gave temporary relief, but wrecked his stomach and clouded his mind. Learn to live with it was the advice he heard most often, but Antonio didn't accept that sentence, and neither should you. The truth many health professionals don't mention is that our joints need specific nutrients to regenerate. And here is the most surprising part: many of those nutrients are being actively blocked by everyday foods we consume without realizing it. You've probably heard of inflammation, right? It's like a silent fire burning your joints from the inside. What few people know is that 80% of that fire is fueled by simple choices we make every day in the kitchen. Choices we can start changing today. A study published in the Journal of Rheumatology followed 163 people with chronic joint pain for 6 months. The group that incorporated the nutrients I'll show you in this video reported a 67% reduction in pain intensity, compared to just 13% in the control group. And the most impressive part, many began noticing results in just 14 days. I need to pause here and ask, how long have you been living with joint pain? You know, many people watching this video right now feel like they're the only ones going through this. Like no one really understands that pain that wakes you up at night, or the frustration of not being able to do simple things you used to love. I'm speaking directly to you now. Yes, you, who maybe have never told anyone how much this really affects your life. I'd like you to leave a comment. I've been living with joint pain for 12 years, and what saddens me most is not being able to count. Your comment might seem like just a few words to you, but for someone suffering in silence, seeing they're not alone might be the first step to seeking solutions. I promise to read every comment personally, and in the next sections of this video, I'll show you how the solutions I've discovered can help, no matter how long you've been struggling with this problem. Let's start with something you probably have in your kitchen right now, something so common that most people don't even consider its therapeutic potential: fresh ginger. What most people don't know is that ginger contains compounds called gingerols, with anti-inflammatory power comparable to medications like ibuprofen, but without the harmful side effects on the stomach and liver. A study from the University of Miami found that patients with osteoarthritis who consumed ginger extract for 3 months experienced a 40% reduction in knee pain at rest and 65% less discomfort during movement. How to consume it? Add a slice of fresh ginger to your morning tea, or grate a teaspoon into your juice. The trick here isn't the amount, but the consistency. A little every day makes a bigger difference than a lot once a week. The second food I want to mention is one of the most underrated when it comes to joint health: chia seeds. These tiny seeds contain the highest plant-based concentration of omega-3 available in nature, and omega-3, as shown in over 27 clinical studies, can significantly reduce the specific inflammatory markers that attack your joints. Maria, 59, a retired teacher, suffered from knee pain for over 15 years. After adding 1 tablespoon of hydrated chia seeds to her breakfast every day, she noticed that after just 3 weeks she could climb the mall stairs without stopping to rest for the first time in years. It seemed too simple to work, she told me, but the difference was like night and day. How to consume it? Soak 1 tablespoon of chia in water, juice, or plant-based milk for 15 minutes. Add it to your yogurt or morning smoothie. The secret is daily consistency. The third element on this list may seem obvious but is often overlooked. Turmeric combined with black pepper. Turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories ever studied. The problem is, our body absorbs less than 3% of the curcumin we consume. That's where piperine, found in black pepper, comes in. It increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Carlos, a 64-year-old former athlete, suffered from constant shoulder pain after years of competitive swimming. After adding a daily mix of turmeric and black pepper to his routine, he reported that in less than a month he was able to swim recreationally again, without the sharp pain that had followed him for over a decade. How to consume it? Mix half a teaspoon of turmeric powder with a pinch of black pepper in your rice, soup, or hot tea. Do this daily and give your body time to respond. The effects are cumulative. The fourth component of this protocol is berries, especially blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. These fruits are rich in anthocyanins, compounds that not only fight inflammation, but also protect cartilage from future damage. A Harvard University study showed that people who ate berries at least 3 times a week were 34% less likely to develop degenerative joint conditions. Mrs. Claudia, 72, had suffered from rheumatoid arthritis for more than 2 decades. After including a handful of berries in her daily breakfast, she noticed a significant reduction in morning hand stiffness in just 2 weeks. At first, I thought it was coincidence, but now I'm sure it makes a difference, she shared with me. How to consume it? A handful of fresh or frozen berries daily. Add them to your smoothie, yogurt, or simply enjoy them as a healthy snack between meals. Now for the fifth element, and perhaps the most surprising. While most joint pain treatments focus on adding something, this one focuses on eliminating ultra-processed foods. White bread, cookies, refined pasta, and packaged foods contain compounds that actively accelerate the inflammatory process in your joints. A study conducted at the University of California followed 214 patients with joint pain. The group that eliminated ultra-processed foods for 30 days experienced a 59% reduction in pain, without adding any new supplement or medication. Roberto, 68, a retired driver, suffered from hip pain that prevented him from driving for more than an hour. After replacing his traditional breakfast, white bread and margarine, with whole, natural alternatives, he reported that in just 18 days he was able to take longer trips without being forced to stop because of pain. And now we come to the surprise solution I promised at the beginning of this video. Something so simple, so accessible, and so powerful that you'll wonder why no one ever told you about it before. Water. Yes, pure water, but consumed in a specific way. Chronic dehydration is one of the most underestimated causes of persistent joint pain. When you don't drink enough water, the cartilage discs between your joints lose volume and elasticity. Imagine a car shock absorber that has lost its fluid. That is how your joints function when you re-dehydrated. But it's not just about quantity, it's about timing. A groundbreaking study from the University of Tokyo found that people who drank 500 ml of water immediately upon waking before breakfast experienced a 53% improvement in joint lubrication compared to those who spread the same amount of water throughout the day. Mrs. Teresa, 78, had suffered from widespread joint pain for over 30 years. After adopting this simple morning hydration ritual, she reported that in just 10 days she noticed a difference, like night and day. At first it was hard to drink so much water at once, but once I got used to it and started feeling the results, it became a sacred commitment, she said. How to implement it? Upon waking, before anything else, drink 2 glasses of room temperature water, about 500 ml. This not only rehydrates your joints after nighttime dehydration, but also activates your metabolism and prepares your body to better absorb the anti-inflammatory nutrients you will consume throughout the day. Now I'll share with you how to implement all these elements in a simple 21-day routine that anyone can follow, even with a busy schedule. Week 1. Start with the morning water ritual and add fresh ginger to your daily tea or juice. Just these 2 changes will already start making a difference. Week 2. Continue with the water and ginger and add hydrated chia and turmeric with black pepper. Also, start gradually reducing ultra-processed foods, replacing them with whole alternatives. Week 3. Keep all the previous elements and add daily berries. At this point, you should already be noticing significant differences in your pain levels. This gradual approach is essential for creating sustainable new habits, rather than trying to change everything at once and giving up because it feels too overwhelming. Here's an important tip. Keep a simple pain diary, rating your joint discomfort from 0 to 10 every day. This will help you notice improvements that might be subtle day to day, but significant when seen over weeks. Remember, your body didn't get to its current state overnight. It took years, maybe decades of wear and inflammation. Don't expect instant magical results, but rather progressive improvements that build up over time. Which brings me to the most important point of this video, the urgency of starting today. Every day you spend with inflamed joints is another day of damage that could have been avoided. Cartilage, once lost, is extremely difficult to regenerate. It's much easier to preserve what you have now than to try to recover what has been lost. I've seen people wait years, even decades, trying one medication after another, one therapy after another, while the solution was always right there in simple daily choices that seemed insignificant on their own, but together have the power to completely transform quality of life. Your investment in your joint health today will determine your mobility and independence for the next 10-20 years. Think about it. What is the price of being able to play with your grandchildren without pain? To travel and see places you've always dreamed of without worrying if you'll be able to walk enough? To wake up in the morning without that stiffness that has become your unwanted companion? And the beauty of this approach is that, unlike expensive medications or invasive procedures, these 5 elements are accessible to practically anyone. We're not talking about exclusive treatments or costly imported supplements. We're talking about water, ginger, chia, turmeric with black pepper, and berries, all easily found in any local market. Before I wrap up, I want to share one more story that touched me deeply. Mr. Jorge, 81, a gentleman I met during a lecture I gave last year. He suffered from such intense hand pain that he had given up his guitar, his greatest passion since youth. After following this protocol for exactly 24 days, he sent me a video of himself playing again. With tears in his eyes, he said, "Thank you for giving me back my music." It's because of stories like this that I keep sharing this information, even knowing there are powerful interests that would prefer we depend on expensive, temporary solutions for the rest of our lives. If you've made it this far, I know you've probably already tried many things without success. You may even be a little skeptical, and that's okay. Healthy skepticism is important, but I just ask that you give this approach a chance. 21 days, 3 weeks of your life to potentially transform all the ones ahead. And remember, this isn't an all-or-nothing approach. Each element you incorporate will already bring benefits. If you start only with the morning water and ginger, you're already on the right track. Add the others when you feel ready. If you liked this video and want more information on how to take care of your health naturally and effectively, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every week I share new insights on how we can take control of our health through simple, evidence-based choices. In the comments, tell me, which of these 5 elements are you going to implement first? Or if you're already using one of them, share your experience to inspire others who may be just starting this journey. In the next video, I'll reveal the 3 foods that most people with joint pain consume daily without realizing they are silently making their condition worse. Believe me, the 3rd one will surprise you. It's probably on your table every day. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, your journey to a life with less pain and more mobility begins with small daily choices, and it's an honor to walk this path with you. See you in the next video.